Morning. Good morning and greetings and welcome to a beautiful, beautiful Barbados, overcast or not. We are in beautiful, beautiful Barbados. Though you're not seeing the sun this morning, we know it is up for sure. The sun is rising. The sun is shining no matter how dark the day is. We know for sure the sun is there. Good morning to each and every one of you all. Just want to start off this morning, first of all, with our serenity prayer, of course. We're going to start early because there are some sprinkles. There are some warnings of heavy showers and stuff, so we're going to do as much as we can this morning with you, just so you can enjoy Barbados and wake up right here on this 166 square miles of nothing but beautiful heaven on earth. As you can see, I'm joined by two of our folks this morning. Good morning to Kelly and good morning to my co-star. Y'all call her whatever you want. I'm telling you she's my co-star. I'm the star, of course. And welcome to the EMC-Gatherings. And welcome to our daybreak or our sunrise vlogs this morning. It's a beautiful Friday. So the weekend is here. It's time for all of us to get ready to enjoy ourselves and reward ourselves for all of our efforts and all of our diligence this week. Good morning to each and every one of you all. We'd like to say our serenity prayer now. If you'd like to join us, please do so. All others will be back in a few moments' time. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbirds have spoken like the first day. As you can see, brought up my entire choir with me this morning. I hope you all enjoyed that rendition. We're not going to go any further because if you want to buy it, you can get it on YouTube or iTunes or something like that there. It's not a problem, but we're not going to give away the whole thing this morning free of cost. I asked these here to join in this morning with me on my serenading, but they refused to do so. That would just show you that some of us would go to extremes to give you love. After all, I just gave you a rendition of my harmonic operatic voice, free of cost. I see someone coming on here doing their own filming this morning that said, "Excuse me." Well, you're not letting him get away. You can capture him right now. So, I'm going for our first victim for the morning. Here we go. Good morning, sir. How are you going? Man, great, man. You're on Facebook right now saying hello to the whole world. You have any friends back home you want to say hi to? No? Not this morning? Alright, have a blessed day, huh? Alright, so we're going to go on. You would have seen our symbol just now. Everyone knows EMC represents love, kindness, care, compassion for others, and respect. Anyone that takes that and turns it into something that's not any of those, well, we all would know that is certainly not the road to go down. Darkness lingers at every corner. Some people do, some people don't. Anyhow, you all know what it actually represents. It is an official, registered and documented company in Barbados. And that is letters that we will protect no matter what happens. Whatever due course needs to be taken to protect them, we certainly will do so. Good morning to each and every one of you all. Again, from this beautiful island. We had a great time last night at the community. Great to see Peter up there and all of our other friends and family. Again, thank you to all of the Q, FM and Q family for taking us in and once again opening their hearts. That's allowing us to do all of our video footage and also go amongst them while they were actually dancing and make room for us so we could bring their style and flair to the rest of the world. We thank you as always for your kindness, your cooperation, and of course spreading your friendliness and cheer and joy with everyone else. It was a great community. The community is a real country queue. It didn't have the big open areas that we normally associate with Q over the last 2 weeks. However, it was big enough to accommodate the crowd that was there. The only thing I saw that was a little bit of an issue was getting in and out of the venue as it came in later into the night. Because the parking on one side of a two-lane road, only two-lane road with people going in and out, obviously will cause a bottleneck, but that's what happens pretty much. Unavoidable for those coming in, but for those actually parked in the road going out, well, I guess that may have been unavoidable because of limited parking as well. But good morning and thanks to everyone for their temperaments and keeping it cool on the way out. We took some back roads that our guests that were with us, that was John and Kelly, especially John, was extremely concerned about. We thought that people were going to jump over the bushes at him, but I have my faithful navigator on board with me, who of course is my co-star. She directed me through some back roads that were great. I'm not familiar with every road in Barbados. I know a lot of them, but not every little small one. So of course you use your Waves, which helps you, or your maps, whatever you prefer to use. But my co-star swears by Waves, so that's the one we will use all the time. We're in beautiful Whole Town again. We started here last week. We went in the not last week, Tuesday. We went in the opposite direction. We went down towards Folkestone Park. We're reversing it today. As you know, I'm doing a staycation. I'm on this side, so all you Southies, just do not panic and stress out and think Nick has abandoned you all. I'm still a Southie. However, I am enjoying the West for sure. It is Barbados, and therefore I am permitted to enjoy everywhere on the island. Today is on the West Coast again. So we're going to fan run here, and we're going to catch someone that wants to know if we walked in the rain. Good morning. How are you this morning?
Good.
Oh, I'm glad to see you're not so shy today. That's good. Okay, bye. Why are we going to the other person that pretended she's shy at one time? Oh shoot, she just stopped me. Yeah, you were saying I had a video of that as well. How are you going this morning?
I'm okay.
How are you feeling? Has your air cleared yet?
No.
Oh, I'm so sorry. We're going to work on that a little bit more. Dr. Dean is on call. No problem. Remember the symbol 246. You'll see that, the Journey 246. You'll see EMC 246 family. You'll see our 246 being registered everywhere because where are we? Beautiful, beautiful Barbados. Alright, so we're just here by Surfside. As you all would know, this is a lovely little beach bar. It's located down here. They have steel pan that plays on a Sunday. You will see that notice right there every Sunday starting at 6:30 until 9:30. Great place to hang out. You can just come here and watch some amazing sunsets, etc. We have used this here as one of our mobile offices. We were very happy with the service we received and the welcome that we received, especially for the steel pan, because they performed for us, which was brilliant. So you can always look back at one of our mobile offices at the Surfside, and you can see what we did down here on that day. We have sort of discontinued them until season kicks back in, because there's really no one on the island, or very few people on the island. So we don't want to be stuck to a set venue. We want to be able to drift where we feel the atmosphere and where we're feeling fun, and we would then park up and bring you little vlogs intermittently. We've done so on a couple of Sundays. We'll be starting back that a little bit, but as I said, we won't be advertising where we're going, because if you get somewhere and it's a little bit quiet, we're going to be drifting on to somewhere else, and that's just what we're going to be doing for now. And then when it comes season, we will let you know where exactly we'll be, and that's where we will be for sure, because we know that others will join us at that location, and it's usually fairly busy, so the atmosphere and ambience is great for our mobile offices. You know, of course, we only work at on those days, so don't come down there and expect to drink and skylark and stuff. It's all about hard working. It's about lifting your elbows. As long as you have something in it, you're fine. But if you don't have something in your hand, you're not allowed to lift your elbow and pretend you're exercising. Not like I gotta say 𝗷𝗶𝗶𝗲, because she tells me she goes to Zumba and everything else, and that she can do 50 push-ups. And I said, 50 push-ups? Simon, what are you talking about? She said, yes, of course. I said, demonstrate them to me. Lo and behold, what she do, lay on her back and push her hands in the air. That is not called a push-up, Simon. I guess in theory it may be, but that's not what we call a push-up. You have to reverse that and put your body weight so you're pushing that up. So don't think you're exercising and bragging about how you're doing 50 push-ups, because that is not a push-up for sure. I asked about sit-ups as well, and she told me she didn't even know what that was, so that will tell you the kind of exercise person she is. Little traces, tiny little traces of sargassum on the West Coast. Yes, I told you. We bring it as it is. We don't try to fabricate it. I was told this morning, hide that, don't let anybody see sargassum. I wonder who told me that there. Who was telling me this morning, don't let anybody see the sargassum? As you can see from her expression, she's not happy to have exposed her. But no, there's not really anything down here to be concerned. It's a little bit of a drift. As you know, we've been getting some south winds. Currents had changed a little bit. They're bringing the sargassum. It usually floats on by in the currents along the west coast. They brought them in a little bit. As you can see, just a little traces of it here on the shoreline. And trusting the first high tide, this will be all gone. This whole beach will be washed clean. You see some water running out from all areas on our left as we were making our way up here. You would have seen a little bit down just on the beach itself, just by the whole town beach itself just now. That is because we've had quite a bit of rain. A lot more rain is forecasted. Looking forward to seeing that. I would like to be able to do a little driving in it if it gets really intense and heavy, because I'd like to show you what Barbados looks like when we have heavy rains here. Some of the areas the water runs and how it looks as it's streaming its way down onto the coastline, especially on the east. So we'll see how that goes, see how the day turns out. No big plans. We plan, and then we have plans to change the plans at any second. So we don't know what the change of plans are. We don't know a plan B. We just know that if we need to change our plans, we will do so for sure. Good morning to the 19 of you on board right now. Thank you for joining us this morning. You all are true EMC Live warriors. We thank you again for joining us on the morning. We know a lot of you get up early. Some of you actually stay up, because there's some people in Australia that will stay up, watch us here, and then go to bed. So you can understand that their dedication and stuff, and then you'll come on here and make comments, and you will see them saying good night, and all of us saying, wait, I mean good night. We know getting that, but you know how it is. It is the other side of the world, the big rock they call it. We are the little rock, so they would have a different time frame to us. I wish I could take a walk somewhere in Barbados without seeing this bush. This bush is beautiful when it's well maintained into hedge. Of course it holds the sand, but that is about it. I don't want to mention anymore. I'll leave that to 𝐸𝐁𝐿 Puglisi. If she wants to promote these terrible tasting fruit, I'll let her say more. I don't want to diss them or anything like that there. I can give her the opportunity to tell us what she thinks about them. You will see how much sand is washed up on this here over the last couple of weeks, or months I should say, because we have been seeing it building slowly but surely, coming up with the higher tides and stuff, right up onto the boardwalks. You all know it's all concrete under here. This just shows the kind of shifting of sand that happens in Barbados. Some of the coastline you will step off of the little fall off or the drop off on the west coast. Notice I said little. I'm not going to exaggerate it like other people and say the big drop off. The little drop off, and then you'll find a lot of soft sand around you. That's just because the sand is moving a lot. So just be aware that's what happens at this time of the year. The beaches will build, and then later on in the year as the cold fronts start to come down from the States, they will get washed away again. They'll go through the cycle one more time. If you're interested in staying immediately right here, St. James Villa, just give you a quick something here. You can always take a scan of freeze frame on it later on in case you're interested in staying in this immediate location, and that'll be just directly behind here. Many of you who come to Barbados, I would say the vast majority of people that come to the west coast of the island will come to 𝗍𝗏𝗏's restaurant. 𝗍𝗏's restaurant is definitely well known. It is known for great foods, great atmosphere and ambience. Quite a few of our family members have eaten here in the past. Some that have vacation here, some that are living on the island also come over as well. 𝗍𝗏's has been known for a very, very long time for exceptional service and great quality foods. If you're interested, this is 𝗍𝗏's restaurant, and we are on the boardwalk, and we are in the whole town area. You will notice all of these boardwalks, concrete boardwalks, have been laid over the years. The armored rocks on the outside. This is because the beaches that used to be here, all this was was a strip of beach you could have walked on. At high tide with swells and all, it would have had a little bit of a challenge. Even when it was at some of its widest, you would have been able to do it, but you would have got wet if you did go through here possibly. However, over the years, the depletion of sand along the west coast and all the coastlines in Barbados have forced the government to put boardwalks all over. You would have seen it at Hastings. You would see it also in the west coast in spotted areas like here till you get to Old Town Beach, and it starts back by the church point. And I have other ones, numerous little other ones on properties that have done reconstruction or sale of properties, and when they rebuild with a walking area just in front, which is great. So you can still walk most of the coastline. At low tide, you can pretty much walk from 𝐴𝐢𝐿𝐵 Bay the entire way up to, I would say, pretty close to Paynes Bay, actually right up to Paynes Bay. However, when there's a high tide, that becomes very, very difficult. Sometimes it's almost impossible to do it, especially around the Sandy Lane area at high tide. We were trying to get there this morning. We will see what the sea conditions are like. There is a little bit of a surge coming with the winds that we're having down here. So we may not be able to make that. We may just carry you as far as where we start. Well, we go as far as we can. Let's see how that goes. Drift, we've been here as well for an opening. They had a big party here as well for all the property owners, etc. And a group that assembles here, we were invited to that. So you would also see that as well. We didn't do any vlogs, we did some photos of it. We didn't stay too long that afternoon. But this is another nice area you can sit down and watch the sunsets or just watch your day go by. No beach in front, you'd have to walk to the Old Town Beach really to get a good one. Or just a little further down by 𝐥𝐢𝐻, you'll find a little beach here. But again, certain times of year, no sand in front of there or no dry sand in front of there. You can lie down or put your towel on. Beautiful up here. If I'm talking on just a little bit this morning, not too much, it's because I'm a little bit tired. We went right over to the other side of the island last night, St. Philip. St. Philip, thank you for opening our borders to all of us. We had a great time at 𝐶𝐿 community. Thank you again to everyone that was behind that. To Thelma, thank you very much for having a great party. Really had a good time up there, had good music. I really enjoyed moving around. I love your setup of your live video that you also had going to the inside section as well, possibly broadcasting on the internet. I'm not too sure, I didn't see. But I noticed that you were broadcasting for sure all the outside dance area. That was a nice addition for people to be able to watch as well. Then we did the mingling in between everyone and the work in between everyone. A little bit tight last night, so we really couldn't cover the dance in the way we would like to have done so. But I think you had a fairly good sample of what we do in Barbados, the line dance and also the 𝗁𝗔. Alright, this used to be called the Beach Club originally. This was only for people that owned villas, or they were staying in villas over in the Sunset Crest area. It was originally very, very busy with all the Canadian contracts that they had here, like Wardair, etc. Majority of these Sunset Crest villas were rented in those days, or to people that were on those charters. That was what they were mainly designed for. However, over the years, they've been purchased by individuals and are rented out in Airbnb. Or some people also have come and decided to settle here full time. This is also a great facility for you as well, if you're interested. You can come over here. I'm not sure about how you get in permission wise, but you can give them a call. Just let me go back up front and give a little representation of some information for you, because I don't know their contact information, but I'm going to find out for you right now. So you'll be able to give them a call if you're in this area. I know you can use Google. The power of Google or Bing or Yahoo or one of the others will get you here. However, I'm still going to take you back for those of you that feel more comfortable in actually getting a photo of what the information is. I'll bring you back up here. As you all would notice, is the Paul Owens, the home of Paul Owens. It's called the Beach House, and this is in Sunset Crest itself. This is just between the Sunset Crest 1 and 2. There are two different shopping malls, number 1 and 2, and this is sort of like in the midway between the two of them. So this is the information here for you. You can always come back and have a look at it for yourself. They have great meals here. You can eat here, anyone can eat here, etc. The usage of the pool and stuff, I would recommend you check on that first before you just come here. Maybe it's all inclusive or whatever. I know we do have some family members that are staying in this area, so maybe Caroline can let you know, because she frequents here quite often. Right, so we're going to make our way up again. Those of you who want to go back in time and in history now, let's step way back. This lot that's coming up with the chain link fence on the outside was a 𝗁𝗏 at one time. Very, very popular 𝗁𝗏, whole town 𝗁𝗏 itself. This is extremely popular with a lot of visitors and also locals, because a lot of us used to come here and just sit down and watch the sunset and watch the day go by. Not even buying from 𝗁𝗏, but most of us would have bought from 𝗁𝗏. They also had a go-kart track here as well at one time. Those of you who may remember the rubbered tracks that used to go around here, that's the old rubber tires that used to go around here. And just before, just further down where there's also a vacant lot, used to be the Golden Palm Hotel. Golden Palm, and then Golden View is up the hill slightly, just about a kilometre inland from here. Golden Palm, you see, extremely popular hotel in one day. Then they closed the doors. That stood here for a very long time after the plot that was belonging to 𝗁𝗏 was taken over. And we've heard numerous different things are going on here. Nothing solid to give you as yet. I know it's proposed for condos, but nothing too solid that I can give you, because it hasn't materialized for a very long time, so I'm not sure what your plans are for it. However, Golden Palm sat here for many, many years as an abandoned hotel, and then it was purchased by the same people that purchased the lot by 𝗁𝗏. So I don't know if they were negotiating or what, but it's now all one big plot. I think they're going to be something like platinum condos or something. I'm not too sure. As I said before, it has had a few names, had a few different options that we're coming with. You may have seen that flash of lightning just now, so you would know that we are expecting a little heavy stuff. We've got a few of them around. Just over in the distance, you get a landside marker where we are at Sandy Crest Medical Center. There's also a bean and bagel over there, and there's also a grill option over there as well if you'd like. Lots of food in this area. This is very similar infrastructure on the land side. We're not doing that this morning, but on the land side it's very similar infrastructure to the south coast. Everything you could possibly want condensed into one area. So unlike the south coast, which is miles and miles and miles of the action and all the facilities, majority of them are compressed here in the whole town area. You get some around Spikestone and some in between as well, but scattered. It's a very long coastline. Remember, this is our longest coastline in Barbados, so you will find stuff diluted, whereas on the south it's very tight and compact. You'll find all of the different businesses and stuff sort of like on top of each other, which gives it a resort feel on the south coast, a full-time resort feel. You get that as well here. As I said before, I am a Southie. However, if I had to come to the west, it would be whole town for sure, because all the amenities and all the conveniences that I love can be found down here on this coast, especially whole town area. But beautiful, beautiful setting this morning. No sun rising, so Mary, I'm sorry we don't have those reflections and glows off the side of your boats, but you can see your boats. You can also see the beautiful ocean here. It is a little discolored this morning for the amount of rainwater that has been coming down from the drainage system, so you're not going to see the immediate blues close in and stuff, and also because of the cloudy conditions as well, make it a little more difficult. But I can't tell you the color of the water. It's not as clear or as transparent as usual, because a lot of landside water has been coming down into the sea already this morning. We had some very, very heavy showers. It's beautiful. Kelly, these are what you were asking about on the beach, these flowers here? Right, okay. Beautiful. Out here is absolutely lovely. As you can see, we have been fortunate. We have not had those bushes on the land side for a little while. We do have them a little further on, so I will let you know. You could shut your eyes if you're like me and not interested in seeing it. Unfortunately, I have to keep my eyes open so I can tell you when to shut and reopen again. So I am sweating profusely out here. All the vigorous exercise that I'm doing in this speed walking, which I'm like moving at maybe a half a mile an hour or so, you know, it is this morning. We have the gimbal, so if I were to pick up my Olympian speed, will it all be a blur? You won't see a thing around here. We won't get any focus, and then you'll be complaining, man, Nicholas, man, you're showing me a lot of jittery stuff. Well, that will be because of my speed, so forgive me. Thank goodness my slow talking today is not influencing it and making it dreary. Let's go on a little further. Alright, so this boardwalk, as I said, has been laid to accommodate all of us to venture up and on the west coast, on this section especially. Nice little turntable area. You can sit here. We've seen a lot of our friends here. We've met a lot that reflect on the nature and beauty and spirituality around them here at this point. I will show you in a sec, because what I'll do is I'll give you a 270. I don't think there's any reason to do bush, so I'll give you a 270, and I'm going to give you an elevated one as well. So here we go. We'll start off here. For all you that have your spectrum analyzers of 360 analyzers, etc., please get ready. This is a 270. Measure it and let me know if I'm accurate. Timekeeper, there's no silence here to be recorded, so don't tell me, Nicholas, you're less than 20 seconds. Actually not. Two birds with one stone. 20 seconds on a 270. Here we go. Flashes of lightning, everything, but no noise, and that's because she was standing far from you. Didn't stick me this time around. How come? Oh, you're now doing it. Okay, I realized you're like, oh, you thought about it. Yeah. Oh, Kelly stopped you, right? Tell me the truth. No? Oh, she did not stop you. Thanks, Kelly.
I'm still a little too tired today.
Too tired. That's from last night's adventures and stuff. All right, she is still not feeling very well. All right, so today our walk to Sandy Lane is most definitely not going to happen. As you can see, the section just in front of us, so you have to point. That's all water, quite deep. There is a good splash coming off of it, so we got to protect our cameras. So I guess it's all things as they're supposed to be. We will see how close we can get. There's another little section that may have sand or may not have sand just before that, but we'll let you know. This is why we mention that, well, we like to mention Sandy Lane is not a private beach. It is a public beach. All beaches in Barbados are public. However, getting to Sandy Lane almost makes it private, because as you can see from this side here, you will have to probably go through maybe waist deep of water at the moment. It can get deeper than that with backwashes coming off of that great wall that's there in front of the property. On this side, that's gonna be like that. Then we go around the corner, and then we have to walk through the property of Barbados Beach Club. Sorry, of the Beach Club, which used to be DV at one time. Ammon Beach Resorts used to also own it at one time. And then we would have to walk over another area of water to get to Sandy Lane Beach from the other direction. By Sandy Lane 1, the beach disappears. Again, you have to climb up over some walls and stuff, hold on chain link fence to work your way back down, walk under manchineel trees or through manchineel roots, etc. Again, very challenging. If you get the right low tide and the right time of year, like right now, it should be built with sand, but it is not built with sand. So there are some changes to the conditions at the moment, ocean conditions and sea conditions. However, you have to really select your walks on the west coast really well to do a lot of distance. Unlike the south, where most of the time you could... Did someone just hit me with a cigarette? Did you just hit me with a cigarette? Let me see what's in that. Hold on a minute though. Let me see what's in that hand there. Show me what's in that hand. Come, let me see. You're not...
No.
Oh, nothing. Oh, just want to let you all see. I knew it was a cigarette because I felt the horrible hit. And normally if you'd hit me with anything else, even a rock stone, it would have been fine. But when you hit me with a cigarette, that is terrible. See how disgusting she is. And she says she's so nice and shy. And everyone last night, they want to beat me because I say things about her negative. The kind of people last night fanning me off to talk to her and tell me they don't want to speak to me, they want to speak to her. That was ridiculous. I was going to edit it out, but as you know, our big PC is in the computer spittle at the moment, so it is not accessible, and therefore I could not edit it. So you can see that quite clearly on there. So all of you all that say that you're unfair and talk bad about her, you always see it is absolutely the reverse to that. Do not let her fool you with her sweetness and her charm and her beauty. This is one of our favorite little coves to swim in sometimes. Again, different times of year, different impacts on the sea. Many times a year you can come around here and there's no sand in there whatsoever. There's a little small beach here, a little horseshoe beach that you can cool out on. You can find that. I know there are many of you that come here that have seen that, especially on the winter months as the sand starts to shift due to the cold front swells that come off. So sometimes, as I said before, this is like a little horseshoe private swimming pool kind of thing right here. At the moment, there's immediately onto reef because all this sand here that's in front of here will move. And then you'll be able to swim in this section here. Really, really nice. There are quite a few people that are on here, like 𝗷𝗏𝗏, etc. are going to tell you about the brilliant snorkeling just off of here. These rocks have been dropped outside to stop the surges from coming in and pulling the sand away, catching grinds they like to call them. There are an abundance of sea life on them. You would have seen some a little further down in front of Kama and the Palm Beach condos and Mango Bay. That's where all the terrapin and the turtles and the stingrays are. That's because they're fed continuously, but here you can find abundance of sea life. But this is for a little bit more of the better swimmer. So people in our Spice Girls that cannot swim, i.e. Mary and Cheryl and also the water baby, they would not be able to go here without like preservatives on or without being taken out there in a boat. But for any of y'all that can swim, even the breaststroke, doggy style, whatever, you can go out there and enjoy some snorkeling. Beautiful out there actually, really, really nice. A little bit deeper than the other ones, so it's a lot more fun to swim along the actual rocks and go down along them as well. It is beautiful. Remember, I am an Olympian. I have expanded lung capacity because of all of my high training and my skills. So I can actually dive to the bottom out there quite comfortably, stay down there, conduct a lesson with some of the fish, and then come back up. You all may not know it, but I'm also versed in fish language. I can talk to them quite well. I'm just an amazing individual. I can't even tell you everything I do, but I don't like to talk about myself, so I'm not going to try this morning. Simon, you want to see in your glee right now, because I can't hide the rocks on this beach here. I know for sure you're going to say some nonsense. If you're not on it right now, I know you'll come later. We keep singling out Simon because she is one of the most aggravating people on here. We love her a lot, but she's very aggravating, so we single her out at every given opportunity. I know she'd be probably bad talking this beach here, but imagine we just walked a whole set of strip of sand, no rocks, and we found some here again. I just finished telling you how the sand in this area moves a lot, so you can get a lot of rocks coming in here as well because the currents, etc. And then these will also move out or get covered by sand depending on the time of year it is. Normally here would have been a lot more sand. A lot of these rocks will be undercover. You can see quite a bit here. If you're walking the west coast, south coast, east coast, wherever you're walking in Barbados, I recommend you have a pair of beach shoes. Sometimes you want to feel the sand between your toes, but when you come up situations like this here, especially if you were going underwater, because I'm not going to take these ladies through here. I could walk through here comfortably. I could actually run right across here like a bullet and not get wet, but they will get wet, so I don't want to put them through that. But if you are walking through that water, you're going to want things like beach shoes. If you're walking a lot of places in the south coast, I recommend it. And on the west, because there are a lot of old walls that were originally along the shoreline, that because of the erosion and stuff, they've moved them back in a little bit. So you may find traces of either St. Gable wires up, or you may also find some cases of some reinforced steel in certain locations. So walk with caution when you can't see, and wear your beach shoes whenever you possibly can. Beautiful though. Alright, so we're going to end this vlog a little bit earlier than we expected. I think I'll catch a carrot today, because I was told if I can do it under 30 minutes, that I would be fine. So I don't know, I don't have on my watch and she's not telling me. I told her let me know when it's 25 minutes so I could wrap it up, but she's going to want to make sure and let that carrot continue to get away from me. Just to show you how beautiful some of these villas are. They're being worked on. Lovely.
You're at 32 minutes.
32 minutes. Oh, okay. So we're not. I get my carrot today?
Don't forget your carrot.
Well, you were supposed to let me know at 25. Alright, villas being worked on behind here. As you would know, a lot of people that come and purchase in Barbados, I would say quite a few of them do not keep the same building. A lot of them just purchase it for land. I mean, it's a heavy investment, including the building. But a lot of them either bring the building right down to the bottom and then start back up again, or do some major renovations on it. Most of the people that will buy in these areas will want to have their own things the way they want them, so they will can afford to, I guess, So therefore they will make a lot of renovations. You'll see a lot of this going on along the west coast all the time. Properties change hands down here quite quickly, and they don't really rest for sale sign on them too long. Quite quickly they will go. So people are picking up their love rocks and their heart rocks and stuff. And as you know, we had our guest today. It was Kelly, of course. Kelly, welcome to walk with us again. It was great to have you with us. Great to be able to let you experience the culture of 𝐶 community. And it was even more fun watching you all being battered by the war wagon on the way up and on the way down. An adventure for sure within itself. You all think we have to have Coney Islands in Barbados? Nope. Just give me a call and come and go for a ride. So thank you again, co-star, for coming up, because I know you're not feeling so well this morning. But she runs straight over the camera. She's real shy for real, you know. Anyway, by next time. Yeah, so co-star, you want to say anything to anyone besides how amazing I am? You could leave that out for this time around.
I'll leave that one out.
You leave that one out. And how much you love me, you leave that out as well today.
I'll leave that out.
You leave it out today as well.
Yeah.
So anything you would like to say, or are you just leaving out everything today?
I'll leave out everything today.
So in other words, you're being very antisocial and you do not want your family to hear you say anything nice?
No, they can.
Well, they want to hear. They want to hear. So
I don't
say.
want to say anything about you.
Okay, well, say anything you want to say. Anything about anyone then. Watch. Caught. She has nothing to say good about any of you all. So once again, I've shown you all how the one that you all praise all the time for being so nice and so sweet and so lovely does not really care about you all at all.
I do.
Of course you do.
I'm not prepared.
Not prepared this morning. I know you're tired and not feeling so well. So she's a brave trooper. She has not been well for quite a few weeks now, and she's still fighting ear problems. So I had to say she's extremely brave. A lot of people would not have gone out, especially like 𝐶 community where there's loud thumping music, a lot of people speaking, you know. So kudos to you on your efforts, and thank you again for your dedication to the journey. 246, love it. All right, so folks, thanks for joining us this morning. You'll see in another section of the west coast. We will probably be moving back to the south or somewhere else for tomorrow. We're not sure where we're going yet, but we will be having a 𝗳𝗏𝗃 Saturday. Remember, 𝗳𝗏𝗃 Saturdays are very much like our mobile office at the moment. We're not really announcing where we're going because, well, one is this kind of weather. We don't want to say we're going somewhere and then be stuck to it if the weather is very intense in that area. We'd rather drive somewhere else. And two is, a lot of our Spice Girls are not here. And three is that the island right now is fairly quiet, and we're not really going to get many people that are going to join us. So rather than give away the surprise, one, and two is rather than be restricted to an area that may have extreme weather, as you can appreciate. Last Saturday we barely got through up at Brighton before the rains and the heavens opened and doused everything down. We don't want to find ourselves in a situation where we say we're going to be at A, then we find that that's torrential rain in that area and there's another area that could be better suited for it. So we're going to give the flexibility. However, if you are interested in walking, look at this lovely piece of glass here, look. If you are interested in walking on the journey with us, and you are interested in get up in the morning early at 4 o'clock, we will message you then. If we get up in the morning early, we will put up where we will be, so that will give you limited time to get to that location. So just remember, if you would like to walk with us, you do have transportation, so we do not know where it will be. Just get yourselves ready for 4 and get ready to leave home around 5 and meet us wherever we are. Depends if you're in the west or the south or the east, would actually make a difference on the timing that we do it. So again, you need to look at 4 o'clock or 4:30 when we put up our posts of where we're going. But don't wait until you see that post. If you want to walk with us, please make sure and get yourself together. Lots of sea glass up here as well. When you get the rocks moving, you also get lots of sea glass. So all you sea glass collectors, you don't have to go down by St. Peter's Bay, or you don't have to go down by Reed's Bay and those places down there where you find an abundance of it. You can actually find some up here as well. Happy days to you all. Welcome to Friday, welcome to the weekend. Remember, misery loves company. There's a lot of darkness out there that tries to encourage you and sway you off of your journey. It happens to me every day. Say my serenity prayer. Do not waste time in debating with someone that you know is out to make difficult times for you, or out to make negatives in life. It makes no sense to debating with them, because all they're waiting for is for your attention, for your company, and for your assistance in making this world a different place. We don't want that. We want love, peace, and happiness, and care and kindness. That is what we represent. EMC is all about that. Those symbols represent that, and we will protect it, whatever we need to do. Have a great day. We love you. From myself, of course. Wait, hold on though. I have a big problem here. From Kelly and from Jeanette. And the biggest problem here of the day is you've not seen the most handsome Bajan warrior. I will put them in the background so you can watch their expressions while I'm talking. The most incredible human being, the Olympian, the I would have to say the nicest person ever, and I would say that without any kind of biased opinion at all. I have not looked in the mirror this morning, but I will take about an hour to go home and analyze myself because I am oh so beautiful. I count myself all the time in my amazing looks. Anyway, thanks again for joining us. Love your company, love your friendship, love your love, love your peace, love your kindness. After all, that's what we're all about. Have a great day. See you all later. Bye for now.